Sandler submarine has helped me make millions of dollars. What are some things you could do on annual review? Holding money for a rainy day, it's not going to do you any good. Okay, this is my favorite part. How to scale your business and what I did. I'll just kind of brief you on how I built DFS Marketing into this force to be reckoned with. How many in here have an assistant? Okay. John, you can't answer that because they're my assistants. But okay, technically you do. Second, how many people have two assistants? Good. We got one. How many have three assistants? None? No three? Three? Good. Okay, how many? Let's just keep going. Four?
We got a 12-person team.
12-person team. Good. Okay, so that's scaling. That's scaling your business. And so there are sub-agents, right?
2 of them are full. 3 of them are in admin roles.
Okay.
Some are on producer contracts.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're moving up and you're trying to build it and scale.
Assistants or sub-agents?
Hey, I'm talking about assistants first, and then we'll go into sub-agents. None?
No.
I know you have 12 sub-agents. I know that.
We have assistants who are on agents for their incentive portion of their compensation to keep stuff moving.
How about just for you and in your book?
Well, we have a teaming model, so it's not. I used to have an assistant. I ditched that.
Yeah, got rid of it.
I want incentive-based compensation models.
That makes sense. Okay, so how to scale? Mark, like Mark said, he said to me earlier, man, I see 350 clients per year. I mean, it literally is exhausting. I want to scale back. I need help. I hired an assistant, and she is dumb. She doesn't, what did you say? Was just an idiot, right?
Yeah.
She's an idiot. He said that. I'm like, man, I hear you. And that lady's not making you any money. No. So how does an insurance agent or registered rep or broker or financial planner or financial advisor, CLU, CF, whatever, how do you scale your business? Just take a shot.
For a while there, I was using an offshore, what do they call assistants, virtual assistants.
Okay.
That didn't work out very well with the model, so I tried it out for a couple months.
I know what that's like in the Philippines, right?
You got it.
Yeah, in the Philippines, and they answer your phones, and they do the
There's
telemarketing.
certain aspects of the insurance business I think later on will be able to integrate that.
Yeah.
Because it's a set process.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So there could be reviewers of the paperwork and all that.
Yeah, but you dropped it, you said.
Yeah,
It didn't work. Okay, I heard that.
Because I didn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
I don't think it works for other people. I just didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, I hear you. So the way that I've helped independent agents and the way that I built DFS Marketing into what we are and how I help individual agents scale their business. In America, you want to sell your financial planning business or insurance business someday. Nobody wants to buy a business where you're the technician. They don't want to buy you. They want to buy a company that's a true company, a true business. How many in here want to make money off of other people's work? I mean, everybody does, right? How many in here have an office? You have an office? Office. Okay, good. That you're at every day, day in, day out, right? Okay, good. 4 days. Hey, that's okay. 4 days. I'm just getting at the point that the first step of scaling your business is having an office. I mean, nobody wants to come to your home to work for you. My mom had a catering business, and she could never keep employees because she worked out of her home. And she would have people call from her office home. I'm like, look at what I'm doing over here and you're doing this. It doesn't make sense. Nobody wants to come to your house to work. Nobody wants to drive up to someone's house to go to work every day. You think of going to work in a building somewhere. So step 1 is get an office. I'm telling you, that takes so much courage. It takes so much courage to go to an office and have a business partner like y'all two, or having a partner, or doing it on your own, and sitting there going, I have a mortgage, and then I need to pay an office $1,000 a month for 700 square foot. I'm not doing that. I'm an independent agent. I can't do that. I don't have anybody working for me. It's all me. It takes some courage to sign the contract. So when I started DFS Marketing, I had to get an office. I knew I had to get an office. So I went to the building next door to the old company I worked at. I already told you about all those guys. And I asked for the lease. I said, give me a lease. I'll sign it for a year. I had no agents. Luckily, I had a pretty good 401k, cashed it in. And I said, I'm going to scale this company. So what I did was, I eventually had enough of my own activity, like each and every one of you in here have. You have your own activity. I said, I'm going to hire a new salesperson. I'm going to hire a salesperson, not an assistant. Sometimes you need an assistant to get your customers in. I get it. But I hired a salesperson. So how can you hire a salesperson in here if you don't have an office? So the first step is an office. Second step is hire a salesperson. And not a part-time. Don't do part-time. And I know you're thinking, well, how am I going to get how do I pay this person? How am I going to pay this person to come work for me? Well, you can run an Indeed, or you can run an ad in the paper for salesperson. And you're going to get a good amount of people applying. Some are going to would work for commission only. Some will work for hourly pay. I got bills. So you run an ad and you start interviewing salespeople, and use the salespeople to make phone calls, not to seniors. Like, who do I give them to call? These are salespeople. You give them, and you also call to small businesses in your community. And I'm going to talk about how you work small businesses to generate lots of activity, a lot more than you can think of when you're dealing with your traditional seniors and baby boomers. But you hire one salesperson and you talk with them about calling small businesses. And you have them make phone time, 100 phone calls in the morning, 100 phone calls in the afternoon. So many of you in here don't have employees, so you don't know how to push somebody. When you ask them, well, how many, I paid you today, and you made 25 phone calls, that can never happen again or you're gone. And you got to tell them, you got to make 100 in the morning, you have to make 100 in the afternoon. That's 200 calls. Break it down per hour, break it down per minute. And you make them call, just make them. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but you've got to make them call. Call businesses, call businesses, call. What are you doing? Don't smoke break. Come on, get on the phone. You have to make these calls. And you have to push them. You have to push them. You have to push and push and push. All 20 employees at DFS Marketing, I'm pushing. They're pushing me back. I don't want to do that. Post. What do you keep saying post for? Do it. I got to push them. I didn't get hired for that. Well, you can get fired for that. You know, my motto is fire fast. Most people, when they hire somebody, they have an ego. I hired the right person. This is the best person. They're making 25 calls a day. And they don't fire fast. The motto at DFS is hire and fire fast. You're not doing your job, you're gone. I don't know who the right person is. They can have the best resume. They can have the best references. They could be the best person at their previous position. And I go through, you never know who you hire. But don't keep them on and have this ego that I hired the right person. Within a couple days, you're fired. Sorry, got to start over.
What I've used throughout my career in building companies is, one of my slogans is, when my faith in you, when I hire you, I have faith in you to do this job.
Yeah.
And I'm going to help you get there. But when my faith turns into hope, then my financing becomes pure charity.
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at it.
Sure. And you know, now the way that the workforce is, It's different generation. You know, when you start dealing with people that are like, you know, 20, like my son, 21 years old, you have to, like, we're old schoolers, you know, you got to push. What are you doing? And they'll drive them out or fire them, or they'll get with it. And then you'll find the right person that starts doing it for you. And then there's sales comes in. It happens. It just happens. You got to bring another person in a sales aspect, because you cannot bill for an assistant. They don't bring in revenue. Yeah, they may set up appointments for you. You could do that. You know, it's truth. You could do that. You don't want to, but you could do that. But bring in a salesperson. It's weird sitting in an office and there's only one person and your desks are literally next to each other. That's what I've had to do to build. You know, I'm like, I'm the owner. Go away. I can't. We're in the same office, you know, and they're talking and it's really loud. It's weird atmosphere having two people in a room. But it happened. Things happen. And then I was able to bring in a second person. Sales. I was able to bring in a third person. And then all of a sudden, bring in a sales manager, Jamie. Then I was able to see DFS just start with people, bringing in people, build a bigger office, move to a bigger location, get better technology, start hiring more people. And believe it or not, I don't have to ever walk in the doors at DFS Marketing, ever. And I can control it from my phone, control it from afar. Where you've been able to scale your business, like Ken Fisher did, from zero, nothing was given to him, to a multi-billion-dollar business. You can do the same, and you can do it within 4 years just by hiring salespeople. Then you can get the assistant, then you can get the other assistant, then you can get the new business app processor, scrubber, suitability for your broker-dealer, whatever you got to do. But your business will start scaling right before your eyes. And then a company can come in and say, that's a business. I'm not buying Julian Doherty. I'm buying DFS, or I'm buying so-and-so financial. That's the end game, is selling your business. So you can retire yourself. Most financial planners are like mechanics. They work on other people's stuff all the time, but you look at their portfolio, you know, we're commission only. It's not always the best. You know, it's not. So scaling your business, do it now. And you can get those salespeople leads so fast from the internet like you wouldn't believe. That's what we're trying to do. You can keep them busy. And don't let them be free. You have to be pushing. What are you doing? What did you do today? How many people did you call? What did you see? And you push and push and push. And pretty soon you'll see good things happening. You met a client with $400,000. You need my help? Deal closed. Oh, you have another customer with a dentist? That they have a 401k, they're shutting down, and you call that small dentist office and they want to roll $1 million into what? You got an appointment set up for me? Those things will happen. I love it. It's so true when you start scaling your business. One or two of you can call and ask me how to do it. Give me any opinion, advice. If you need anything, I can help you put together a plan, formulate a plan, and you can have your own stage with all those people working for you and building your business and making you the money. That's the key, is making it self-sufficient, and you're not the technician. What's the technician in a business? Each and every one of you right now are the technicians, because you do the payroll, you do the bookkeeping, you clean the dishes, you run the illustrations. Yes, sir. That was what my grandfather used to say. I'm the head bottle washer, boy. So you do everything. That's the technician. No company that comes in and wants to buy your business, use a business broker. Nobody wants to buy your business if they're buying you. Now, if you have a registered investment advisory, book of business, AUM, that may be a different story. But even then, it's scary for a buyer, because typically they're buying the agent has to come with that book of business, or that book of business will disappear. So that's why that person has to be on board still for 5 years, and they only get 50% of the sale up front, 50% if the book of business continues on. So scaling your business is how to really make it. And it's easy to do. You just got to stop holding your money for a rainy day. I can't let go of this. I've saved. You can't do that. You've got to start taking some of the money and giving it out. Invest in your business. Holding money for a rainy day. It's not going to do you any good. You need new money coming in. New money coming in. That's why you got to take the money that you're holding. It's for retirement. No, it's not. It's never going to grow to big enough for retirement unless you start putting it to work. Put that money to work. Hire people. And then new money starts coming in. That's what you need. New money flowing in. Scale your business. It's easy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel today to help you get informative, up-to-date information on the annuity and life insurance industry. Thank you.